Hi there and welcome to another tutorial on the VSS sequencer. We're up to version 2.56 now, and the latest addition is been step patterns, whereby you can program the steps, the flow of steps as it were. In a normal step sequencer it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc., or backwards or whatever. But this new thing, you can program your own flow patterns. There's 32 patterns, just like the pitch patterns, and they're accessible on the main screen from up the top here. Step pattern, P0, etc., etc. And to edit them, again, go to View B, which is accessible from down, well, the easiest way is from down here, View B. Not the View B that's on that, that'll give you something that needs tidied up. So, here we are, and as you can see, we've got, the moment 0 is just your normal 1 to 16. I've set up a little pattern just of ascending pitches. As you can see, it's stepping along 1 to 16 as the patterns. And when we change the pattern, like for instance, this is going step 1, step 16, step 2, step 15, etc., etc., which gives you, let's just speed it up a wee tad. So it's almost like it's zooming into center, and that's all the odd ones. That's all the even ones. Now we start getting into messing about now. These are just random things I've just been trying out. There's nothing wonderful about them. That's just sort of doing, as you can see, 3 beats of step 1 and then a beat of step 2, and then if we set it to length 16, yeah, we're getting 2 beats of, yeah, the end. And that's doing 4 beats beat 1, 4 beats step 2, 4 beats step 1 again, and 4 beats step 3. And I think you get the picture by now. And if we go to, I haven't filled many of these in yet. So as long as that says D up there, you can draw in. And basically what's on this page, I've just copied over from the main screen all the things I thought would be useful for when you're, like, so for if you're pitch editing, you've got the pitches of both lots up here, and the input and the transpose, and the outputs and on and off sometimes. It's all getting a bit cluttered. Anyway, I think I'm running out of variations to add to it. We might have another session on the graphics. And that's basically the new step pattern functions. Now, of course, when you start adding in the pitch repeats, I'm just randomly clicking away here. And then when you start changing your pattern, it's more variation upon more variation, basically, and you can modulate the step patterns, of course, from the CVs down here. Now, as I've been running out of slots, that's available on the red CVs, because it's not a button anymore, I've got to drag it. So only available on the red CVs, that's for those number orientated, that's the 2s. I have to think, I'm good with numbers, me honest. Right, and this one down here, step pattern, seems to be ready set up, and so the usual and of course it's set to 0 at the moment, which is step 0. And of course we just pop some of these up to change this. Slow down a wee bit, we're into manic percussionists. Now, in a sense, this could almost do away with the direction, the forward, reverse, bounce, etc., because you could program that into those, and also could do away with the variation function, which again you could program into it. And I've thought a bit about getting rid of those others, but I found that just for more variation, you can add these on top of that, and it just changes things. Whether it's for the better, who knows? But you can keep changing it. So I've left them in. As it's harder to get rid of them than it is to leave them there. They are cluttering up the space a bit, though. That's the only downside. This, as I say, it works. Yeah, that does its stuff. So if you have a take that sequence, and if we just I found length. No, it's not making much difference there. I haven't tried all the variations of things out yet with this new function, so there might be a few unpleasant surprises as well as pleasant surprises. Of course, I've got to watch that I'm not just putting a blank one in. Oh, there we go. Because we can have that going as fast as we want. And oh, I haven't put the random pitch function on that. This is where the random pitch function comes in quite handy. You just fill it full of some pitches just to get a bit more variation. And yeah, we're on chromatic, so we've switched off. Because if we're on a scalar, +1s generally don't make any difference because it's getting scaled up or down. Anything else to add? I don't think so. I've been messing around with the nanowave thing. It's messing around basically. I've added some bit of a sampler. I've replaced there was a sort of a sine wave thing that just played in the background all the time for beefing things up. I've just swapped that for a sample loop player. Which I've also put some more waves in as well. I think they come from a D50 or something like that. Certainly sounds very D50-ish. I've got some work to do with the volume of it. It seems to be a lot quieter than those other two things. But for percussive sounds, for multi-sequences and all of that, I've been messing around, I say. I haven't really come to any great conclusions with it, but I'm learning as I go. Right, well, I think that's probably enough of that. Here's something a bit more esoteric. Just gets us away from the boom, 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 boom. Right, where's the off button?